Through the eyes of money, a story. Sinchan's childhood was nothing like the stories people admire. There was no comfort, no special support, and no one who stood by him without expecting something in return. He grew up in a small house where money was always scarce. His father ran a small shop, and his mother helped support the family by doing sewing work. Poverty was a constant part of life, and one thing Sinchan learned very early was that when you have little money, people often stop seeing you as a person and start seeing you as a burden. One memory never left him. His father had fallen seriously ill, and the family desperately needed money for treatment. Sinchan's uncle, a man who was financially well off, refused to help. "Brother, I'm struggling myself right now," he said. But just 2 days later, Sinchan watched workers renovating that same uncle's house. New tiles were being installed, and painters were busy covering the walls with fresh colors. That was the day Sinchan realized that, "I can't help," and "I don't want to help," were two very different things. School wasn't any kinder. When his fees were overdue, a teacher publicly embarrassed him in front of the entire class. Some students laughed. Sinchan lowered his head and stayed silent, but inside, something changed forever. That day, he made a promise to himself: "One day, I will earn so much money that no one will ever dare question my worth again." Years passed. While other kids enjoyed their youth, Sinchan worked. He took small jobs, learned new skills, studied whenever he could, and kept moving forward. Slowly, his hard work began to pay off. A few years later, he started his own business. Then everything changed. The money came, the success came, the recognition came, and strangely enough, so did the people who had once ignored him. Relatives who never called suddenly wanted to stay connected. People who once mocked him now spoke highly of him. Doors that had always been closed suddenly opened. But success had changed something inside Sinchan as well. Something deep, something quiet. He began to see everything through the lens of money. Whenever a friend visited, his first thought was, "What does he want from me?" Whenever someone praised him, he wondered, "What benefit are they hoping to get?" Whenever someone asked for help, he looked for hidden motives instead of genuine need. Over time, a person's value in his eyes became tied not to their character, but to their financial status. One day, his young daughter asked him a simple question: "Dad, why do you always look at what people have before you see who they are?" Sinchan smiled, but he had no answer. That night, he sat beside his mother, who had grown old with time. For the first time, he told her everything. She listened quietly and then held his hand. "Son, poverty hurt you, so you worked hard and earned money. That's a good thing. But if earning money has made you forget how to see humanity in people, then you've paid a price much bigger than you realize." Her words stayed with him. For a long time that night, Sinchan sat alone thinking about his past, his wounds, and the person he had become. He realized that the pain of his childhood was still controlling him. The difference was that those wounds no longer made him cry. Now they shaped the way he saw the world. He understood that people had judged him because of money. But if he continued judging everyone else through the same lens, he would become no different from those who had once hurt him. From that day forward, Sinchan began trying to change himself. It wasn't easy. A mindset built over years doesn't disappear overnight. But he finally understood something important. Money is important. Very important. But when money becomes the only way you see people, it stops being